new to the news. You know you lurking. Yo. Anyway, so I was just chilling. And I was having a thought about being a father. Alright? I was thinking to myself, because it's been one of my pursuits for a while. And just thinking to myself, like, why the fuck do other people want to be fathers? Like, not to criticize anybody or judge their reasons or, anything like that. But since I don't really talk to too many people right now, I only can go off of, what other people have already told me or what they've done, shit like that. And, it's usually the most regular reasons, it's just what everybody's doing, really. More than, I guess, personal purpose. But I'm sure a lot of people do it for their personal reason. You know what I mean? Like, no one's just gonna have a baby. Don't even matter if you're a bad guy, or a bad woman that doesn't want to particularly have children for a good reason. Still a reason. And being on the bad side of that reason, meaning I don't really think I got born out of all that love, with the way things turned out. Did they possibly love each other? It's a possibility. But I don't think so. I believe it was more of a necessity. More of a, worldly thing. You meet each other. You think things is whatever. And they're not. Or, all of this reading stuff with the plot and the plans and fuck, But I'm just talking about regular shit, right? I don't want to get too crazy up in the store. But, yeah. I was thinking to myself, what's the fucking point of even having kids anymore now? For one, there's so many bad people, you know what I mean? And the world's like shitty. Being a good person, it's like you're just completely outnumbered and you're just adding one more motherfucker onto the losing team. Like, you ever think about it like that? Because a lot of people just have kids. They didn't choose. They didn't even think about that. Like, when I have kids, what side of the world am I on? What side of the world my kid's going to be on? We don't think like that. We just have kids. Some of us. Some people know what side they're on. Some people make deals, so they don't even have to think like that. But I'm starting to realize, like, being a good person, or just even poor, Because it's the same thing. You know? Poor people are having kids the most. It seems like. And, it seems like it's becoming harder. And, you know, I don't think the rich people want you to keep on having kids because you're gobbling things up. But they're really the ones gobbling things up. They're hoarding things and gobbling. So that made me think, like, you know, like, what the fuck do they have kids for? You know? And it was said, the best I can come up with is to maintain their control and power. So does that mean they actually love their kid? No, they're another piece on the fucking chess table. Now, do they love their kid? Yeah. But they're still a piece on the chess table. Period. You know what I'm saying? Sound the horns. Like, once you birth somebody, one, you're not supposed to really birth people without a purpose. You know, like God did Adam. He didn't just make Adam for no fucking reason. He had a reason, and he had a purpose for him. He had a job, a whole destiny lined up for the nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Adam didn't come out and then have to look at Daddy like, I wonder what I want to do. I wonder what I want to be. Nah, he said, listen, dog, you see that thing over there, that garden? That's you. Little homie, that's all you. You know what I'm saying? I got my own throne and kingdom and shit your dumb ass can't even see. You ain't even, you know? And Adam was like, thank you, Daddy. I like my crib. Shit is dope. Got all these animals and shit you made for me. You get it? He fucked shit up, but I don't really know. I don't think Adam fucked up. I'm starting to think Devils is lying about that. Just a hating ass nigga trying to take nigga shit. What better way to make you hate the own place you live on? We live in a world where people say this is hell. The Lord built this shit for you. Don't be mad you fucked it up. Fuck out of here. This ain't hell. Everybody think they like the world is hell. No, there's places on earth that are made into hell. God damn. I damn sure ain't in hell. It's bad. It's demons around. You get it? But shit, I see some angels out this motherfucker too. I'm like, what you talking about, dog? I see kind people every day. I hear miracles every day. Anyway, let me go on to mine before I stop hating on everybody else's, because that's not what this is about. But I thought about myself and I was like, yo, when I was a kid, I ain't have no father. You know what I'm saying? Typical bullshit. And because of that, there's only two roads. Well, there's more than two roads to go, you know, more than one way thing. And usually people, they usually don't want to have kids after that because you realize your situation. You're like, I'm poor, fucking da-da-da, the fucking bullshits. It didn't work for my parents. It probably ain't gonna work for me or something, you know? Whatever the fuck makes people do these things. Now, me, on the other hand, I always said, I don't really particularly want to have children because I see how hard it really is out here. But I wouldn't mind, you know what I mean? Meaning, I know people slip up. It's not like it's a choice sometimes because you make a choice to have sex. That's the consequence you have to pay for having sex. And once you start loving that shit as much as I do, it's only a matter of time. Sound the horns. It's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? So you have to learn to control yourself more. And I said to myself, if I have a kid, you know what I mean? If I'm a father, I know I'll be a decent father because and you don't have a father, most people that grow up without a father realize, I don't care if my father was a regular guy or a fucking super Jordan LeBron. Well, not LeBron no more. Not Diddy no more. You know what I mean? But if they were famous to a regular guy, when your father's never there, period, the only thing you ever wanted from him, you realize the things that's most important. Like, I don't give a fuck about no birthday presents, none of that goofy shit. I wish somebody was there to teach me about women so I wouldn't have made so many mistakes with women. I wish somebody would have taught me manly shit so I'd have to figure this shit out myself. I wish nigga would have taught me niggas is snakes as hell. Mad niggas gonna snake you through your whole life. Don't fucking trust niggas. You know what I mean? Because if you're good, then you must have learned, and you can tell people, you know, look, this is how I did it. If you're bad and fucked up and the snakes got you, well, you still can teach it. Either way, you know, you've seen it, and you can teach, you can show, you know? And I've always said that, like, all the people I've ever met and acquired to gain this knowledge and be my own person and think myself and forgive my father, I always said that, and all the others said that weren't bitter and broken and mad at their dad, because they learned how to fucking do what they had to do themselves as best they could, you know? And we all come to the same conclusion. I just wish the motherfucker was there, you know? And that showed me, hey, what's going on, man? That showed me the most important thing for any father, you know, is to be there. And then, you know, learning the Bible stuff and the Most High and the importance of having a mission, a purpose for having a kid, and usually it should be where you fail, because you're not God. You didn't build, you know. So if you're on the bottom, well then your legacy is to make sure your kid can build off of that and get the fuck up out that situation himself because of your learning and what you went through, you know. Should be the beginning of the mission. I think that's what's supposed to make men happy, you know? I think a lot of men have forgotten that or something. I don't know. Maybe they haven't. But I see a lot of, you know, when I see kids walking the streets and the sadness, like, you could just see it in their eyes. They have no purpose. They have no direction. They just definitely no one, they don't have a set thing on the future, you know? And it doesn't have to be something super big. It could be regular shit. Guidance towards the future is being guided towards the unknown, because you don't know what's going to happen. But if you know, all right, my dad, I gotta be a little more than my father, you know what I mean? And that doesn't require me to fucking flip cars or become a millionaire. Nah. Have a stable fucking family, for one, since, you know, most of the United States don't have that. It's like really rare now to have a stable family. That right there is the most basic and regular fucking goal in the world. And it's sad because if you're rich, you have that problem. If you're poor, you have that problem. So, you know, that's sad. You know what I mean? When both sides of the field have to focus back on the most simplest thing, like, we need 2-3 generations of people that stay together and don't fucking, you know, that's fucking crazy, bro. And then to watch the shit happen over multiple countries, like, it's not even just a United States thing. Like, I'm watching divorce rates and supposedly, because you can't really trust everything you see on YouTube or the news, or, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers just be throwing numbers out there. I don't really trust the numbers when it comes to a lot of things, you know. I've been saying for a while, a lot of people just saying shit. If you make up certain numbers, you know, God. definitely not hell all the time down here. I'll tell you that. Jesus Christ. Uh, um, but yeah, man, like, I don't understand sometimes when I see regular men and you're not teaching your kids to have some type of goal like that where it's to add on to your family legacy. Like maybe you wanted to be a musician, maybe you wanted to be anything in the world, you know what I'm saying? And you may not got to do it. So what happens is, well, most people give up on that thing, but I don't believe you should on a certain level. Like when I see certain people, like when I pay attention to certain things, like industries like rap or any type of shit like industry entertainment, not all of the people, you know, that go to do it become the greatest in that time. And their children, they have, this is what a lot of people call industry plants. They kind of are, but they're kind of not, some of them, because if I have a talent and I raise my kid, you know, and I'm known at it, and I may not be super fucking famous for it, you know, and then I use my skills to get somewhere in the business, I do what I do, I get cool with certain people. Now my kid has an interest in this shit, but they don't want to do what I do. They want to do something else in the entertainment industry. They want to sing. I'm a fucking DJ. I'm a fucking background fucking beat. You know? I'm a dancer. Like, you understand Puffy was a fucking background dancer? That nigga was a nobody type of just, he's a hype man. Diddy's the first, had to fucking go from being a nigga that really got one level, one talent. I could dance a little bit, but I got this. I can see what's going on, and I want in because I see what the fuck is really going on. And Diddy made himself a fucking regular ass dancer, background nobody, into fucking now I work for the company, and now I got my own fucking producing, and now I'm a rapper, singer, slash all that bad shit. Without all that bad stuff, though, Puffy was one of the smartest fucking people in the world, bro. The nigga went from a background dancing dude to a fucking having people believe he's actually an artist. That's fucking crazy. That's the shit that I be talking about. That's the shit that I'm talking about right now. Um, People placing their children in the right places because they realize they're not the one for that time, so they're gonna make their kids the one. You know? And it's the same thing it falls down to when I was talking about having children and having a purpose. As a regular person, you should, you know, you don't have to. Maybe it's only certain people will, you know, maybe it's in your blood already. Maybe it's not, I don't know, cause I played plenty of people from different cultures and different places of the world that all these people that I show and take ideas or inspiration from, they were nobody. And then they became legendary. Period. You know? And it's because of what they had up here. And, you know, what they had in there. Can't, all your smarts, All the smarts in the world won't work without actually using your physical body. Eventually, all your strength won't work if you can't use your brain eventually. Eventually, you have to switch over to the other side or use both at the same time and go forward. You're not going to be able, it's not, it's just the way shit is. I don't know why, but it is. I think that's what people call legacy. Is what I'm talking about. But that's such a big word, you know? When you put these big words on it, it makes everybody feel small because you think you got to do something so big. No. Look back at your family and be like, what the fuck have we been doing for these last couple generations? And what can I improve on? You know? Do I come from a family of, what the fuck is our problem? You get it? And let's work on that. Not on some major way, you know? I think a lot of people need to get that type of lesson, or it's not even a lesson. Um, I don't patriotism or some shit like that, like a national type of pride, but it's not a national thing. It's a fucking you're you know what I mean?